Okay, welcome back if you're not new, and welcome if you're new. I'm drawing today in my sketchbook, but we'll first just flip through it because I don't know. We won't flip through all the pages, just some of them. Some of them are better than others, but yeah, I think we should be at a blank page about now. Yeah. I have a little bit of a hangover, not very much. I'm mostly just tired because I went to bed late and I was a little bit drunk yesterday. But other than that, it's pretty decent, pretty good. I don't have anything significant going on today, but that's fine. Tomorrow's the last day of my holiday, and that's pretty weird. It's pretty weird to get go back to school. Since it's kind of a short holiday, but it's also kind of a lot of time actually. When you think about it, it's a lot of time, but it doesn't really feel like it. Yeah. Ooh ha, ooh ha, ooh. Yes. If I yawn. Yeah, if I yawn, oh, that's a difficult word. Um, I'm sorry if I do that. But yeah, the usual. I'm using my Twisby Eco fountain pen with platinum black ink in it, and I'm just drawing a cool face. I think I'll have this one as a thumbnail actually, just because I like the drawing. I think this is a cool drawing. I tried to draw in my bigger sketchbook and it just keeps going wrong. I don't know what's up with that. There's just something about it. I really don't know. But it's weird. It's weird. And it's not nice. But it is what it is, and I can't do much about it in the end, really. I'll still have to do some painting today, probably. I figured out my plan, or at least my idea of what I'm gonna do. But we'll see how it actually goes. Because that's always a part of the process. Is like, if I'm trying something for the first time, I never know how it's gonna go. And it's a little bit scary compared to doing stuff I know already. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think you guys have been on holiday if you're Americans. I don't think you have holiday. You have Easter holiday. But like in Denmark, it's like a week. So that's pretty nice for me. But in other countries, I'm not sure if it's as long of a holiday as in Denmark. But again, we have a lot of holidays actually. That's pretty nice. Also, on Monday here, I have to work out, and then me and my exam group for media class, we have to write the script for our movie, or at least write more on the script for our movie, which is definitely necessary. Like, we need to write more, and it'll be good. But, we'll see. For once, I'm actually laying in my bed and doing the voiceover, or sitting in my bed, compared to when I'm usually outside in my car. But my little brother, he's out riding. What is it called? Is it called scooter? No, because It's not the same thing. It's moped. A moped. Yeah, I think it's called a moped or something like that. Those small. It's not a motorbike, but it's like a weird little motorbike thing. Either way, he's out riding that with his friends since he got his license. When he turned 15, he got his license because he had taken the classes, but he just wasn't old enough to get his license, which is nice for him and also nice for me because that means I probably won't have to be picking him up from school because he can drive himself home. That would be pretty nice, especially if the weather the weather is only going to get better, so there's going to be less and less reason why he would want to ride in my car or get picked up by me when he can drive himself and look cool or whatever he does. Or yeah, I just think it's nice, really. I have a little more time to myself. or whatever. Yeah, I'm really like I don't really know. I'm just if you ever had a hangover, which I think most of you have had, I think I don't know, but probably like even if you don't have a really bad headache, you're just tired, and I'm just tired. I have nothing. I have no want to do anything. Like I sold two things. So sold two pairs of shoes, which was nice. It was really great because I made profit on both. I made a good profit on one and a okay little profit on the other. But I sold some stuff, which is nice because I need money. And like still, it's just I didn't even want to ride and like drive my car for like 10 minutes to get to the post office, which is just weird because like, I'm a bit lazy, but right now I'm just extremely lazy. I don't really want to do anything, which is like fair enough. Like I can do whatever I want, and I'm just happy that I don't have to work. Not because I wouldn't be able to. It was I'm just didn't want to really. But I guess most people don't want to work. I don't want to work either. Like yeah, I want to work because I get paid, but I wouldn't work at my job if I didn't get paid. That's not how it works. That would be pretty stupid. I think so, at least. Oh yeah, I think I said this, and nobody, like none of you, probably care. But in my media class, we decided not to film on Monday. That was the original idea, was to film on Monday, but the weather is too bad, and we haven't wrote enough on the manuscript, on the script, which is why we just stick to writing for tomorrow, which will be that'll be great. Hopefully, we can actually write some stuff we can use, and you know, yeah. And I thought of making this a real time video, which I'm probably gonna do just because I feel like it. Sometimes I feel like this video, it's fast enough on its own. I wouldn't say it needed to be faster, especially because I do stuff, but not so slowly, but also not too quickly. And whilst I was doing this drawing, I was watching like kind of a review of A Complete Unknown, the movie about Bob Dylan, which I actually haven't watched, but I really want to, and I just didn't have time when it was in theaters, and I didn't have anyone to watch it with. But it's out on various streaming services now. I just have to pay for it. I could of course also just watch it illegally, but I would never do that. I would never do such a thing. um, but yeah, I'll probably do that. But he was like, it's still a biopic, and all the biopic genres are like very closely related with the stuff like, you know, this and this and that, and it's mostly the same formula. But this movie was a little bit different, and like that's a good thing because the formula sometimes just gets predictable and a little bit boring compared to the ability of some making something else or some other types of movies. But there's of course also just a reason why most biopics look and feel the same. It's because like it works, the formula works, and it's in the end it's about promoting this artist, and for the people who make the movie, make money because they're using a very popular name and a very popular person's likeness in their movie, and the artist definitely gets money, but also gets like hopefully a new revival on their music. So like a more younger generation, because they have, you know, well, they probably don't know them. Because to be honest, like I feel like very few people know about Bob Dylan in my my generation, which is like fair because he hadn't made great stuff in like a long time, but it's still like is what it is. It's the same, but yes, yeah, not all biopics are great, but he said this one wasn't. He made some pretty great points about how it was great, which I think is the most important part because anybody can say anything, especially if they've been paid to say something. But actually making good, reasonable points that I could relate to, or I was like, oh yeah, I can see that. That's where a review really becomes like real, if it makes sense. Yeah, getting very close here, and I actually made this person bald because I just felt like it. And then I gave them a neck, and I gave them some shoulders later on, and a little bit of a drop shadow here, which I actually think worked quite good, but it just got extended a little bit too long, so I had to kind of do some stuff around it. But that's the same thing Bob Ross said, like, there's no mistakes, there's only happy little accidents. And if you do a mistake or something you don't like, try to work around it, and maybe it'll be better, maybe it'll be something different. We'll see. It's all up to you. One of the reasons I like painting more also is because you can just, paint over stuff. that helps a lot too with happy little accidents or mistakes. But also one of the reasons I like painting, or not painting, drawing with ink is because I can't take back any mistakes, and it forces me to do cool stuff. But I probably should do more drawings with a pencil, or just at least a pencil sketch. Could maybe be a good idea. Not because I think my ink drawings are bad or anything, but I think if I want to do something different, it would be nice to be able to erase stuff if I'm trying to do something new. Because, yeah, it just would, like, it makes sense. But I should definitely get a pencil, though, because I don't really own a pencil for drawing. I definitely should. But I think I have some laying around. I must have some type of pencil laying around anywhere in my room, I think. Hopefully they're not cracked. Like, that's the worst thing, when they're cracked all the way, like from bottom to the top, just cracked along the lead. That's the worst thing ever. And you sharpen it, and you're like, oh yeah, it works, and you touch the paper, it breaks off. And then you sharpen it more, and the pieces just break off before it's even been sharpened. Like, I hate that so much. It just, it sucks. It sucks very much. Yeah. And I was just doing a little bit of just filling out this corner, which I started doing on a painting, the one I did of the face with white stripes, like it's one of my other videos. You should definitely watch it. And I did that, and I really liked it. Just filling out kind of a corner. If I make, like, a picture kind of gets filled out by the head, but not all the way. Just filling in a corner with solid colors is kind of weird, but also just like kind of cool. I think it works aesthetically. But there's a lot of things that work very aesthetically. Like, it's not that it's like a rare or hard or anything. It's just like, it is what it is. It also depends. Like, some people like different things. Some people like other things. That's just how life works, I think. Yeah. I will be really surprised if I don't fall asleep by accident today. That would surprise me very much. But, hopefully I don't. But if I do, it doesn't really matter that much. I don't have so much stuff going on. But I hope I can, like, my day and night cycle, day and night rhythm, like, going to bed late, waking up late. I definitely have to stop that, like, today, because, yeah, it would be pretty bad to, like, be completely destroyed when I have to go to school, but just because it's, like, really early compared to waking up, like, super late. which I've been doing, which is kind of stupid, but is what it is. But yeah, you can see the drawing is almost finished, and I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, because I really appreciate every time you do. It means the world to me. Yeah, have a good night or day or whatever. Bye bye.